that is an issue with me when using is I go at a slower pace. So most of the times when they're like, 1 times 4 is 4, it would take me a minute because I need to be able to count, and I need to be able to count over to make sure I'm correct because I don't see it that way. So with the clear strips, when you move it where you need to be, when they cross over, that's where it would be. I felt like clear was less distracting and easier to help follow. But then also, there's an alternative depending on the child. You could use string, colorful string for the same objective, depending on what was more visually appealing towards them. Most of the time with ADHD or autism, it is more beneficial to keep it basic like I did over here with the black and white, to keep distractions and scenarios being concluded in your head and distracting you from the actual objective of what you're using the project for. Also, I've thought about, for other tools that could possibly be used in the classroom, is alternative seating. So when you think of like an exercise ball, so for one, using it as a seat, it works your core extremely well. It is actually a benefit, but also when you're talking about children that have a hard time sitting down, that could be something to help them relieve that, anxiety, that twitch that they need. But, it's not necessarily easy to have an exercise ball in the middle of the class. So that made me think about when my daughter was in physical therapy. They used to have a little flat board that had like a half ball on top of it, and she would sit on it to get strength in her hips. So it made me think that could also be a great tool where you weren't necessarily strengthening hips, but it would give the mobility of moving, twisting in their chairs to help them relax, but not be so distracting to the entire class. I hope that you're able to understand exactly what I've demonstrated. I'm also attaching pictures as you requested with labels marking exactly what parts are what and what they are used for. Thank you.